Tracks and come on. Hey, going into the road then. Didn't put my seat down. That did not help. Well, hello, welcome to the channel. Very different route plan for today. This comes into line with all the guidance issued by our UK government to get out and get some daily exercise. Just want to explain some things as I go through this journey. Still a good workout and probably the best I've got until things settle down in the future. So let's get to the top of this and then I'll talk to you. Oh, so that's the first climb over and done with. Now, I think there's a lot of confusion out there and I just want to clear some stuff up, really, as you can imagine it's affected everybody worldwide. Without doubt, this pandemic is absolutely horrendous and will unfortunately be with us for a considerable amount of time yet. But in the UK, today is the 30th of March, we still have the ability to go out and conduct a bit of daily exercise. Now, I've been watching the coronavirus daily updates, and one of the first things it says on there, you know, don't travel to where you might ordinarily go and do that bit of exercise. So for me, for instance, my local is Queen Elizabeth Country Park. It's 10 minutes from my house. I'm not going to jump in a van to go to my local trails because it's classed as an unnecessary journey. So the government guidance route, which is going to be imprinted on everybody's brain by the time this settles in the future, is stay at home, help the NHS and save lives. So with that in mind, I've come on a very easy route. Government guidance as it stands at the moment is look to do exercise up to an hour a day. All announced in the update brief yesterday, the date that I've said. And then the other thing is to make sure that you do that exercise alone as well. Now, the only reason you wouldn't do it alone is if you're actually doing exercise with somebody that lives in your home. So for instance, I took the kids out yesterday, we walked the dog around the block a couple of times, and my two kids live with me, so that makes perfect sense. Don't put yourself at risk by doing stuff that's going to tie up an ambulance. You know, it kind of makes sense, but I don't think some people are getting it. So if I can say something here and just push that message out a little bit more, I don't know, it just makes me feel good about it. I'm going over the top of Portsdown Hill and soon going to see Queen Alexandra Hospital, QA, Queen Alexandra, and my wife works there, she's a nurse. Working the front line against this pandemic, and challenging times to say the least. Worried about her safety, her family, and of course the safety of her patients. And a statement that she kind of made in the house the other day, as if people could just see the effect and the impact that coronavirus is actually having firsthand, then people wouldn't be so selfish and carry on with the things that they're doing as if life is normal, because it is far from normal. And these measures and steps that we've been ordered to take by our government just get flipped to one side. I'm not really sure why. So today, by no means is this a really challenging route. It's kind of straight lines everywhere really, but I've got a nice uphill. This is an incline right now, nice and steady, and it gets a bit more brutal as we go on, and then I'll just reverse that and come back. So probably less than an hour, which is good. So that sticks within the timeline. It's something I'm doing on my own. Wife knows where I am, just to be sure. Got my phone on me obviously, and it's a loop that I've put together from my doorstep. So here's the view from Portsdown Hill. I love it, always do. Born and bred in Portsmouth, made in the Royal Navy. But look how many people have come up here. Do they need to be there? Probably not. I'm not one of those people, viewers, that goes around sort of, you know, mentioning things. They're there, that's the choice that they've made. The point that I'm actually trying to make is that essential to sit there and look at the view. Such a beautiful day as well. The absolute soul destroying thing is the weather as well. It's just been amazing. A bit breezy and cold here and there, but the sun's been out all week, and the trails will be fairly dry and running well right now. But hey ho, just had to stop for that moment there because I just love it. Nice bright day, get the full appreciation for Portsmouth. Pompey. Strange thing is, when you're out and about, everything just feels so normal still. So yeah, this is the closest I'm getting to any downhill at the moment. So this little route, which I used to cycle a lot actually when I was younger, when I used to cycle to work, brings you out by Southwark Park, which used to be called HMS Dryad. Did a lot of my professional training there quite a long time ago, but it's been transformed now, and that's where they do the military police training, just for information. And this hill is an absolute killer. I made it to the top. Had a roadie overtake me. Oh, I hate it. But it's always going to happen. Always going to happen on that kind of terrain. Got the legs, I said, just the wrong bike. Nice bit of fast pedal on the straight. Got myself doing about average 23 at the moment. No cars coming. Well, that's it, that's the ride complete. The good news is it's about 15 miles and I did it in less than an hour, which is great, but I'm fitter than I thought. Haven't done that for a long time, and the last time I did it was on a road bike, so more than anything I've impressed myself. I've substituted the riding recently for running, so it's just a means of getting out. It's something that I can do from my door still, go around the block a few times, and just a way of keeping that cardio in check, so that when we can ride again, I'm not going to be struggling to get up and down hills, you know, hanging out, because my cardio levels have dropped so bad. This is going to be a long time, this pandemic, and restrictions, they're fair at the moment. They allow us to go out. They will get stricter as time moves on, because they have to be, because they get abused and people don't listen, think they're above it. If you like what you've seen, hopefully you agree with everything I've said, then give it a thumbs up, throw your comments in down below, and of course I'll see you out on the trail. I've got plenty more content that I had saved, so I'm going to release all that, and then I've got a couple of ideas along the way. But until then, stay safe. See you for the next one.